All right, y'all, so we are back with another bullish Toshi video, man. In this one, we are going to be going over something very, very huge, bro. So, hey, it's finally happening, bro. I'm telling you, the pieces are aligning. The story arc continues. And I know that we have a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new people coming to the community. I made some pretty good videos yesterday. If you look at the one with the CEO of Coinbase and watch that, that kind of speed runs you through my perspective and my views on the 200X and things like that, and how things of that nature can be possible and where I see us going throughout this bull run. And I also want to clarify for you all who may not actually know my takes, because you may be a new viewer or something like that. I believe that this is possible for the bull run. I don't guarantee anything. Crypto itself is not guaranteed. This is not a space where you're going to get guarantees. This is not the stock market. It's a guarantee that when the iPhone gets dropped, Apple is probably going to go up in value. Like, that's damn near a guarantee. But in crypto, it's new. We're still developing. Like, it's still becoming what it's going to be. So there is no guarantees in crypto in my eyes right now. So that being said, I go by the evidence and what makes the most sense. And somebody trying to claim things otherwise of what the evidence says, I'm not really gonna side with that. So that's why I only go based on the evidence. And if you have not, like every single video, I don't rehash everything I've made for the last 100 videos. So you gotta binge watch, bro, binge watch. Here's some of the points, here's some of the arguments. Go through some of maybe my hottest videos and things like that. Because the more people who have liked the videos, that means it's probably has some really good information within that particular video. I do just sometimes do just general coverage of what's going on. It's nothing too crazy, just giving a slight updates, you know, keeping the community sentiment. But a lot of times I am going into full breakdowns and explanations of things. So just want to let anybody know where they can find the things of value they're looking for when it comes down to understanding the Toshi project and why I have the point of view that I have. Yeah, I have no interest in beefs, bets, and getting into a cock swinging contest with nobody. Not interested whatsoever. So yeah, let's keep it Toshi. Let's keep it changing our lives, because at the end of the day, this is about financial freedom. This is about positioning ourselves in the best possible position, and I believe that we are positioned there. So the story continues and the plot thickens. Let's get into it. So Toshi doing Toshi things, regular stuff. Toshi still maintaining, you know, staying in the same range. Nothing too crazy with Toshi as of yet. But here we go. Here we go. Check it out. CZ, the Binance GOAT, 10.3 million followers, 10.3 million. So he said good discussions lead to good outcomes. Being the first Chinese ticker on he said that being the first Chinese ticker on the base chain from BNB, on base app from BNB chain. Big hearts, open system, follow the users. So it started with BNB being, well, I don't know if it started, I don't know exactly the order of things. Like, I don't be watching to that extent, but I know we got the BNB listed on Coinbase. It seems like they're starting to list back and forth now. So let's check it out. Let's see what Jesse posted. Let's see, does he got audio with this? All right, so yeah, there we have it. So as you can see, looks like Binance got some ticker on base chain. So Binance has just put a ticker on base chain. So the alignment, the allegiance, the partnership, you know, it's here. Like, they are starting to collaborate a lot more. And we knew that this was coming. We knew that this was coming. We knew that the collaboration was going to be big. But yeah, look at that. Look at this. Jesse said, Binance life plus base life equals the strongest combination. Why is this auto translated by Grok? Oh, he wrote this in another language. It's crazy. Okay. Hey, listen, what I love to see is the collaboration of these two chains, these two powerhouses, Coinbase and Binance combined, coming together to make big things happen for this bull run. This is the signs and the signals that this bull run has just begun. This is the signs that we're looking for. This is what we're waiting for. This is what we're excited about, because this is a massive deal. These two powerhouses coming together, and we just heard Brian in my last video. We heard Brian talk about how they're getting the market structure together. That's the structures and legislation is coming. You got Binance and Coinbase working together. you can see where this is going. You can see the build up to what's about to happen. The bull run is about to be full on emotion. So I think that this is very, very bullish. It's definitely going to trickle down to Toshi. Like Toshi, with Toshi being on Binance Alpha, Binance US, Binance Futures, like with Toshi being all over Binance, it's obvious that at some point that should more than likely be listed. So yeah, that should be coming soon. Now that they're buddy, because if you're supporting the base chain, the king of memes, we've heard Coinbase say that they believe that meme coins is the best onboarding tool. We've heard them say this. I've heard them say that. I don't know if you all have seen the tweets, but I probably went over it on the channel. But yeah, we've heard them say meme coins is the best onboarding tool. And then the #1 meme coin on base chain is Toshi. So what else would they be listing over there? Obviously, there's like some altcoins and stuff that may get listed. I know they try to push Zora and all this other stuff, which I'm not mad at that. But yeah, when it comes down to meme coins, the category that Coinbase feels has the most promise in onboarding, I mean, Toshi is the king of base. So I'm just saying, this is looking very, very bullish for the Toshi community. The fact that Coinbase and Binance is so buddy-buddy at this point in time, and then if Binance and Coinbase start to partner up and do stuff and work together a lot more, it's gonna be crazy. Like, we don't know the magnitudes of multiples we can expect from our investments this bull run. What I will say is this: people having the expectations that we're going to see some of the same things that we have seen before, I think that is very illogical to try to use history to judge where we're going to go with something that has never happened ever before in history. Ever since crypto was founded, ever since it released, it was leading up to the moment where it became a legitimized currency. Every bull run before, everything that's ever happened, everything was all leading up to the moment where it became a real currency. The biggest catalyst that could ever happen has happened. So, and it's more institutions, more money, more everything in crypto than ever before. And the goal is it's not just about the institutions, it's to onboard retail. It's to bring real people in. It's to bring like your neighbors in, your mom, your dad, grandma, cousins, aunt. It's to bring real people in. That is the whole goal of all of this. So if you understand the goal of the United States government, the goal of Coinbase, the goal of Binance, why they're all buddy-buddy now, why the entertainment and the show, the rivalry, and then having to come together for the bigger and betterment of crypto, bro, this is adding up and aligning perfectly, just like we knew it was going to do. Like, I've been saying this all year to just ignore the noise, because understand, this is a historic moment and it's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. So people predicting things back from when crypto was taboo, if you're gonna base your predictions on a taboo crypto, listen, you believe that that's logical, you got it. You got it. I'm gonna let you do that. But here, where we follow reasoning, like logical reasoning and then evidence, the evidence is that if we've been waiting for one of the only biggest catalyst to ever come to crypto, and that catalyst came this year, I see catalysts do crazy things all the time. So I'm expecting at least a double up on the market cap of crypto overall. So we have 4 trillion. I'm expecting a minimum of 8 trillion. 8 trillion at all-time high. Realistically, we have been waiting on this for like, what's it been, like 10, 15 years, something like that. Whenever crypto came out, like, we have been waiting on this for a long time. So the fact that I believe that 8 just a double up on the whole spaces, market cap, I believe that that's light work. I think that that's light work. I think that we go much, well, I ain't gonna say much. I ain't gonna say too, we ain't gonna get too crazy, but I'm not counting out like a $10+ trillion market cap. A $10+ trillion market cap for the entire, I'm not counting that out. Like 15, and people are like, where the money's gonna come from? It's gonna come from everywhere and everyone. We have all the biggest businesses in America starting to hold Bitcoin. We have all the businesses, all the billionaires and millionaires, like we have everyone. The goal is to, and then retail, all you gotta do is see a bunch of people starting to make money. Retail's gonna, storm in. The money's gonna come from everywhere. This is where all the money's going to come from. this catalyst making crypto the real currency. We heard BlackRock this year tell everybody that, oh, you should have 2% of Bitcoin in all of your portfolios. Meanwhile, they was just calling it a scam a few years back. So when Dogecoin was pumping, it was a scam. Fast forward this year when it's legalized or legitimized, now they're telling everybody that they should all have 2% in their portfolios. I mean, different times. At the point where you have these major companies telling you to grab crypto, I think it's only obvious where we're about to go from here. But yeah, this is the massive news that I wanted to go over. This is really what I wanted to talk about in this one, because I think that this is probably some of the biggest news that we could have gotten for Base Chain, for crypto as a whole. Like I said, I believe that Coinbase is the most regulatory compliant chain that there is. And the fact that they're playing ball with Binance now opens doors for a lot of projects, not just like Toshi. I mean, obviously Toshi is in the lead and ahead of pretty much anything else, but it opens the door for Base as a whole. So all the promising projects on Base now with this, you know, open door to Binance and Toshi leading the way in a lot of different ways. And you know, Coinbase and Binance starting to play ball with one another, and even CZ, you know, showing love and speaking about Base. I think that this is huge. I think that we see something historic. We're already starting to see something historic. Binance and Base are working together. Binance and Coinbase are working together. You know, they're supporting one another. They're finally, it's not a rivalry, it's a unification. And I think that is yet another bullish sign for insane prices this bull run. And insane amounts of money is about to flow into the space. And it's really the only logical conclusion to me. So yeah, this is why I want to make videos like this where you can really see and understand my perspective and where my head is, because I mean, either you see the same things that I see or you think that I'm wrong. And either way, you'll be able to see if what I'm seeing plays out, or you'll be able to see why you were right and how solid you were at what you do. At the end of the day, different perspectives should improve you. It's not about, oh, you're right, you're wrong, and all this other stuff. It's about studying the game, really learning what plays out, really learning who's seeing the game in the best way. I believe people looking at the charts and expecting, like, history may rhyme. There's some rhyming going on here, but I believe that this is a very different bull run than anything we have ever seen. And I honestly, what I believe is that super cycle doesn't even begin to explain what we're about to witness throughout this bull run. It just doesn't make sense to me. The biggest catalyst since crypto's creation, the biggest catalyst we have been waiting for since the creation of crypto, and it produces a subpar bull cycle. That don't sound right to me. But let me know what you all think, fam. Let me know what you all think. Like, everybody's excited. The regulations are here. Everybody, it's legitimized. You got BlackRock in, you got the Trumps in, you got JP Morgan in, you got all Fidelity, you got all these big major brands and institutions in. Yeah, it just doesn't make sense that we see something average and regular. And if you don't believe that these same institutions was involved in holding Doge and things like that, you're crazy. Like institutions play ball with promising projects, and Toshi's alignment with the security of being aligned with Coinbase and their strict standards supporting the United States government. What is safer for institutions? You can talk about SPX, you can talk about all these other projects, but something on Base, I believe, is going to be what gets the major support of the institutions. It's the only thing logical, because it's the only thing with that safety net of being very compliant and very aligned with the United States government. I mean, outside of something that maybe the United States government drops itself. But yeah, I believe in terms of a trusted community and what people actually look for when diving into crypto, I believe that the only thing that makes sense to me is Base Chain. Solana is a known gambling meme coin scam paradise. Like, Solana's known for that. You think America can build legitimacy around crypto using Solana? Nothing against Solana, good chain. It's a lot of opportunity there if you want to play that game. And hey, I think casinos do serve a purpose, but it's a different game being played over here on Base, and I don't think a lot of people see the big picture yet. But you will. Before this bull run ends, you will see the big picture. But yeah, there we have it, y'all. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, fam.